ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway.
Plus,
this fielded at the 2.
With Julio not being
fight through 1 tackle. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Buccaneers heading out. It's the 5th-year man, Jameis Winston, in charge. So big key for Jameis this year is finding a way to avoid those turnovers. They've been his undoing during his tenure in Tampa. It's no secret. 14 interceptions again last year, plus 7 fumbles in just 9 games played.
Ready? Blue 80. Smart 45. I know he ain't got it. Chance.
The first carry now for Alex Collins. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Andre Ellington, his first carry. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And this offense can air it out, and when they do, you have to key on Mike Evans.
And we do think about his catch radius first and foremost. A tall, lean receiver, but he actually can make some agile plays as well.
On 2nd down, it's Collins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Winston connecting with Howard. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. The starters defensively now for the Falcons. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Held them well under 200 yards of total offense. In today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want to.
Play fake. Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
Blue 80. Here we go. Out. 2 times. 4 down. Check.
Here's a first down run with Collins. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. They'll be led out by a man who rewrote Brett Favre's passing records at Southern Miss. It's Nick Mullins.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved? Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
First offensive.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a man who began his career as a Buck. This is LeGarrette Blount fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here now the offensive starters for Atlanta.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs, because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this is incomplete. They were looking that time to get it to Justin Hardy. And that'll make it 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. And they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Back spasms will return.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Yeah, right.
They'll set up to throw. This is brought in by Hardy. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Justin Hardy's sort of an undersized guy at 5'10", but he runs physical and he runs tough. In fact, his teammates call him the Wolf because of his special teams play. How about that play right there? Nice job picking up the 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 10. This pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Devin White drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the 1st quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being
and that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Justin Hardy. His 1st touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change of quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense. Will result.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Play action now. Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They go play action. Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Mike, ready? 125. I got you, boy. No.
On 1st down, it's Collins. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
Didn't even try.
Throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
But if you tried the game and disconnected,
Jameis to throw it. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown Bucs. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And right now, a lot to like on that screen. They've wrapped up the division, now currently sitting in the coveted number 2 spot. Of course, you'd love number 1, but if you can't have one, number 2 is pretty good.
I agree with you totally, and here's the other part, too. The really good teams, the really confident teams, they're not as worried about being number 1. 2 is fine because they feel like they can go on the road and win against number 1 if they absolutely have to. The big thing, though, is clinching one of those early buys and able to sit and get a little rest as the playoffs begin.
Well, he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Allen Bailey in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the first down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Winston looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Okay.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. 13 games going on here in this final Sunday of 2019, the final Sunday of the regular season. 3 more games still to come following us. Raiders, Broncos, Cards, Rams, and Niners, Seahawks. And then we'll know the 12 teams who will continue on into the playoffs starting next Saturday here on EA Sports.
Ready? 60 outlaws. 54. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. Blunt. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Blunt. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 20 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Just advanced.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The first down throw for Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the ground, Ellington. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. To throw, Winston. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Grady Jarrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that.
Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll get this started up in Orchard Park, an AFC's matchup with the Jets in town to take on Buffalo. And it's the Jets who have the lead in the 2nd quarter. Jamison Crowder, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we'll head east to stay in New York, sort of, as we check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. 2 touchdown passes there for Jimmy Garoppolo. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. See what's happening with the Bengals. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Rashard Higgins, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Allen Bailey able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. On 1st down, Blunt. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll run again with Blunt. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Blunt. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll drop the throw. And this one brought in by Sanu. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Looking to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Luke Stocker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there. And
that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6.
Oh, wow.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On second down now. It's Collins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there, first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles, and his feet never stop moving.
They recovered
And Winston. He completes it to Evans. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Throws the ball.
A very solid gain of 27.
5 yards over the receiver.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on the line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, take it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Here's Winston. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Wait until week 17 to get fucking hit.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield.
I'm not arguing because my backup
Falcons. Marcus Green with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys have now moved out in front. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That drive started on their own 25, 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Strained for a will return to this punt put out for a long period of time.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the...
Oh, God.
Yard complete on first down. Well, here's Ellington.
The next
and he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready? I'm going to run you over.
Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Collins on the handoff. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
To throw is Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Collins, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the pass goes out of bounds, but he was not outside of the tackle box when he threw that. He's got to be careful.
You and I both know if it's even close, they're going to give it to the quarter.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So out come the Falcons now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Right back to him on 1st down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Second and 5. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Carl Nassib He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll run on 1st down. It's Green. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Back to throw. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Marcus Green with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now Winston and the Bucs down by 7. A little over 80 ticks to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down. Now Winston. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. We are inside of 1 minute, only 1 timeout left, so they've got to move quickly.
Get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure they're set. No penalties in this situation, but you're exactly right. Conserve that timeout for when they really need it.
And that's complete. It's Allington. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 7. Winston. That's caught by Howard. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Let's go.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Grady Jarrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Atlanta, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they lose their 9th game on the year. And it will be a disappointing finish to the regular season, no doubt. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.